Greetings and welcome to the Morning Cur, starring me, James Bradsher. Now, yesterday we were trying to get the military to listen to me, and my officers, who two of them they both got promotions, have been calling. And let's see, the Secret Service has not showed up, the military has not showed up. So, what is up with the Secret Service and military? Maybe I'll have Lieutenant Oliver tell the military that if they don't get involved, we're going to start discharging motherfuckers. For insubordination, I've told you to do stuff multiple times. You are refusing to follow a general's order. Therefore, that is insubordination and you will be released from the military. Uh, yep. Dishonorable discharge. Let's see how these people like that. When a general, especially a five-star general in the Air Force, has somebody call you and tell you to do something, you jump. You do not sit there and go, "Oh, we can't do this, we cannot do that." You jump. When an officer, even a lieutenant with level 4 security clearance calls you, you jump. You do not sit there and give runarounds. So yes, you are under investigation for insubordination, and you will be dishonorably discharged to the American military. So David De La Fuente is not getting my company. He's not getting my son. Right now, he's the godfather of my son because he's kidnapped my son and he's raising him. I'm not supposed to know he has my son, but I got him under surveillance. Just like Hillary Pearl Bond has my children, and she's not supposed to be around children, period, due to a hearing in Buffalo, New York, which David De La Fuente classified to level 4 security clearance. So we are declassifying the court hearing Hillary Pearl Bond versus New York. And we are getting it to the sheriffs and courts. So we will see how long she hangs around with children when she's not supposed to. She's got stipulations because she's violent. She's abusive. She likes to hurt her children. Not to mention she has habits which are illegal to have around children. I won't mention what those habits are. Whatever those habits could be, whatever they are, she has them. So let's see. What could they be? Couldn't tell you. So where is everybody? It's been 4 minutes and nobody's in here. I bought pizza yesterday. I bought pizza for dinner. We had pizza. We have pizza, little $5, little Caesar pizza. $5. Cheapest pizza in town. $5. I can afford $5 a lot. So I can get pizza a lot. I can afford $5. And with the threat of TikTok cutting off, I'm leery about going on and starting to try and raise money because I don't want to have like $30 in the bank and then they close TikTok down and I'm like, fuck, I can't have my $30. So we need to start raising money on this platform. Cash App, James Bradsher 78, Venmo, James Bradsher 78. Hey, Ariel, good morning, honey. Nice to see you in. You're the only person that's come in today. So how you been? So, how goes it? We are sitting here today trying to figure out how to get me my stuff. I have Sergeant Marjorie and Lieutenant Oliver calling the military, trying to get some headway done. So, oh, she came in, said hi, and left. Oh well. Nobody wants to come in and stay with me. I'm gonna cry now. Boo hoo, boo hoo, boo hoo. No chat screen today, so it's just about the conversation. So, imagine this: you buy an 18 pack of eggs, and you put them in, and you're going through putting them in the little regular 12 carton cases. And as you lift up the top rack and put it aside, you look down at the eggs and notice one brightly colored Easter egg among them. Now, this Easter egg is decorated with Halloween theme. First Easter egg I've ever seen with a Halloween theme. It's obviously special. Do you keep it? What do you do with it? What do you do with this Halloween decorated Easter egg that you found in your bunch of eggs? So I wonder, when is my brother Shaggy Two Dope going to come to the conclusion that we're family and come help me? When is the juggler going to roll into town and put these people down on the ground where they belong? When is the juggler going to roll into town and do this? And if the juggler ain't doing it, can I call the WWE and have them lay a smackdown on these people? You know, RKO out of nowhere for them. You know, you're just going along, stealing my shit, happy as you please, and all of a sudden Randy Orton walks in the door. Like, dude, you're Orton. He's like, yeah, I'm Orton. You're like, dude, can I have an autograph? He's like, sure, I love to give autographs to fans. To my biggest fan, you are wonderful. You are a saint. I wish I could see you more often. Too bad you're not at at WrestleMania. Here's for you, Randy Orton. Here you go. RKO out of nowhere. They'd be fucking hilarious. RKO out of nowhere. Today's broadcast brought to you by Pepsi Cola Pepsi products. Sold in stores near you. if my life were a Harry Potter book. I would be the hero of the book, the Dark Twin. And I would be sitting here trying to help Harry Potter out the best I could, only to find out that my mother is Delphi Riddle and my dad is Regulus Arcturus Black. Then I would start writing a book with Rita Skeeter. Only Rita Skeeter would have come into the Metropolitan State Hospital when I was in there, and the detainees ate her in fetal form. So that means no more book. Now I'm just stuck with Delphi Riddle and Regulus Arcturus Black for the rest of my life, and I don't get to be famous for it. And that's my life in a Harry Potter book. Shit. So here I am, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to figure out how to do this. How do I get back my company when everybody thinks I'm crazy and everybody else is famous? My family is, well, recognized in Colusa County as upstanding members of the community. Certain members of my family are in the Wintun Council, or not the council itself, but Wintun tribal affairs. Other people do other things, but my family is fairly important in Colusa County. I think we're invested. I think my family is invested with McNary Moore Funeral Services. That would explain why it's got the Moore name on it. So, if that's true, then that means we're invested in the CDC, which means we run the police station, sheriff station, which means if they want falsified documents, we get falsified documents. If we want to switch somebody's identity at the sheriff station, they switch somebody's identity at the sheriff station, which leads me to believe that my family might be behind this. But then again, David De La Fuente, I know the guy that stole my identity, his first name is David. I saw that on the paperwork, but I didn't get to see the last name. So it's David something, and he's trying to steal my identity at the Colusa County Sheriff's Office. They changed my left-hand fingerprints for his and my DNA for his. And then, like a stupid sheriff station, just look, we just changed this guy's identity. Now we're going to send him as himself to Metropolitan State Hospital, where we know he's going to get tested multiple times through his stay, and we'll clean up anything we just did. That's how stupid Colusa County Sheriff is. That is completely stupid. We're gonna fuck up his record, but then we're gonna send him somewhere else and clean it up real quick so that nobody knows. That way, nothing happens. And my right hand thumbprint is on my California identification card. California knows how to party. California knows how to party. California knows how to party. My social security records say James Monroe Bradsher. They say 41-year-old male. 41-year-old male. My birth certificate says white, not Hispanic. So I don't know how David De La Fuente is going to do this because he's obviously a Mexican. So Hillary Pearl Bond's behind this too, because David De La Fuente works for Hillary Pearl Bond and James Jeffrey Chandler. If David De La Fuente is trying to steal my identity, he's doing it for Hillary Pearl Bond, because Hillary Pearl Bond told him she will marry him if he kills somebody for her. If he kills somebody for her, she will marry him, and she has him set on me. If he kills me, she will marry him. Of course, I want to know how she is going to marry him when she has a husband in the military who's stranded in Afghanistan and refuses to sign divorce paperwork. She's going to be stuck with Travis for the rest of her life. Travis is not going to divorce her. So she is never going to be able to marry David De La Fuente, even if he does kill me. So, David, you listen to that lion, bitch? Sheesh. Hillary Pearl Bond, when I hooked up with her, asked me to ask her for $1 million. She said, James asked me for $1 million. So I was like, okay, playing around. Now I have $1 million. She's like, yeah. Only I never got my $1 million. She gave it to David. Same thing she did with the $1 million she was supposed to give to Willie. Gave it to David. Anybody that sleeps with her gets $1 million because she is a very bad person. I don't want to say why, because it's a very bad reason, but everybody that sleeps with her gets $1 million. Courtesy of her father. Now I want to know where my $1 million is. Where is my $1 million? Why you give it to David? Why you give my $1 million to David? Maybe I pay $1 million to cut your throat, Oma and Hillary. Pay $1 million. Pay $1 million to shave your head. Dip you in acid. Pay $1 million have you eviscerated, hung by your own entrail off overpass. Whoa! $1 million. The only reason she's still alive is because she's got my children. If my children weren't with her, I would send an assassin right now. Because I don't like the bitch. After we broke up, she turned into a fucking cunt. I was with her in Washington State some years ago, like, shit, 22, 23 years ago or something. I was with her in Washington State. She had her husband there, and we were visiting. I'd come out to her house and visit, sleep with her. One time in particular, it was funnier than hell, because Travis gets up in the morning and wakes me up on his way out of the door, because I'm sleeping in the living room on the couch. And Travis comes out, goes out the door. I see him go out the door. I hear the truck start up. I'm like, all right. Travis leaves. I go in the bedroom, strip Hillary down, and start fucking Hillary. We fuck all day until we hear Travis's truck pull up in the driveway. We hear Travis's truck pull up. I jump off of Hillary. I get dressed. I go in the living room and sit in my chair. Travis opens the front door. I'm like, Travis, your wife's in the bedroom naked saying something about being horny. You need to go take care of that shit. So he goes in there and finds Hillary spread eagle on the bed and says, all right, and gets to do everything he wants to do with her because she's so exhausted she can't move. And she doesn't like having sex with her husband because he's an endowed man. She says it hurts. So she could not move. And Travis got to do everything he wanted to do with her. And I think that is just so fucking funny. Yeah, Travis, your wife's in the bedroom naked ass talking something about being horny. You need to go take care of that shit. Yeah. Go take care of that shit, Travis. She can't move and she needs sex. Go wear out some more, man. We'll pull a marathon on this bitch. Oh my God. It was fucking hilarious, though. I'm telling you, it was fucking hilarious. And then when he's done, he gets me at the front door and he's like, James, are you sleeping with my wife? And I just turn around and walk into the night. And he doesn't hear from me for the longest time. The whole household is worried, like, where'd James go? What's going on? Where is he? Finally, they called my house where I live. And there I am. Hey, what's up? Where are you? How'd you get home? I walked. It was like 20 miles from Lakewood to Tacoma. And I walked 20 miles to get home because I didn't feel like kicking Travis's ass. All I was doing was fucking his wife. Shit. It's no reason to kick your ass. You won't be able to go to work tomorrow. You'll be in intensive care. Come on. I'll just walk off into the night and you guys can go about your business. Now comes the time of the show that everybody likes. It is time to smoke a cigarette with the king. So light them if you got them, homies. So, how do we do this? How do we get the United States government, mainly the California government, to recognize them? When they just want to recognize David De La Fuente and these criminals because they're a sanctuary state. Sanctuary states play harbor criminals. So as soon as I get into president's office, I'm going to press charges against all sanctuary states for harboring criminals. Yeah, I'll have Trump do it right now. Press charges against sanctuary states for harboring criminals. I mean, all the government officers, except for myself, because I'm trying to work against this. And we'll just see how this goes. California's going to hate me. And it has been long enough. So we put up my, stop that. Put up my OnlyFans. Put up my OnlyFans. There's my OnlyFans for all of you watching. OnlyFans, this is where you will find naked images of me, posts and blogs of me that you will not find on Facebook or YouTube, nor will you find them on TikTok. You will find sexually explicit images of me, WWE superstars, and Disney divas, Disney stars, naked on my OnlyFans. So come, it's only $9.95, and you get a big spread of Emma Watson revealing everything. You get to see all the tidbits of Emma Watson. You get to see Trish Stratus revealing it all. You get to see John Cena fresh out of the shower. You get to see Chris Jericho, using a sex toy. So come, visit my OnlyFans and enjoy your WWE and Disney pornography. I can do this because I own both the companies. And as I own them, I can use their images however I see fit. So come join us on OnlyFans. John S. Hopkins. Don't ask me where that name came from. It's a hospital somewhere. I donated like $1 million or more to it, along with the Shriners Hospital, St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Like I said, I'm trying to get more money into hospitals and education. So work with me. We'll get this country back up and running. Because the criminals have destroyed this country. We went from a Tonka country where everything was made of metal, and we said, try to destroy it. We're America. And now everything's made of plastic. America's the same way. We might look shiny and new, but we're just made out of plastic. We went from being a steel construction company, strong and proud, to a brightly colored plastic country. What makes you think we're going to survive? With our motto of try to destroy us, how long are we going to survive as a plastic country? Well, it's been 29 minutes and 50 seconds. Time to say my goodbyes. Like Night Owl _74 says, spread the love, not the hate. Too much hate in the world, not enough love. Like Jesus says, love thy neighbor as if he was your brother. It makes it hard, but you got to rise above it. And that leads to my message. Bradsher Spring Grade 2020. Can one man make a difference? If one man stands up and makes a big enough stink, will he get people's attention? Can one man get enough attention to change the world? Join me on my daily adventure as I try to do just that. Help me as I change the world. I'll see you tonight, 7 o'clock on the Evening Curse.